Hey everyone, welcome back to Geektopia Island here with the new Kevin's Kreations. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Cardwell.
And today we got a fun new deck that you got to see on the brawls if you got to watch them. And it is called the Demons Within.
Oh yeah.
And we're using Lich and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Before we get into it, I just remind everybody we do have a Patreon. The link is down below. It really just takes a couple seconds to check it out, show us some extra love and support, and we would greatly appreciate it. With that, we're going to delve into the Demons Within.
Oh yeah.
Starting off with our girl Lich. And it is Divinity 10 Ruler, Judgments for 3, 2 black and 1, Energizes black.
Yep.
You know, we've played him a lot. Lich, the Saint of Death, is a 6/12 J Ruler. She's got Bane, which is like the big part. And then whenever a non-token Darkness Resonator you control is put into a graveyard from the field, put a 1/1 Darkness Skeleton token into play. So,
simple as that.
Replace your dudes.
Yeah. Might not use it that much, but it's still there. Still has Bane.
Yeah, when it happens, it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And yeah, Bane is a big thing, so you just be like, hey, swing that into your thing. Whatever, kill it.
Bye, Gil.
Yeah. Her runes. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oof.
So you're only going to play 4, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So the runes we got is Harvesting Season, which is 2 mana, but it essentially costs 1 for a rune deck. And you put the top 10 of your deck into your graveyard. So we're setting up to get lots of things back in the graveyard.
Oh yeah.
Next up is one of the star cards of the deck, and the reason I built it is because it's Roar the Diabolos. 3, Divinity 2, quick cast, chant rune. You pay a black less to play this from a rune area. Play this only if you control a demon, and destroy target J Resonator if its controller discards a card at random. So as long as you control a demon, 2 mana, kill target thing.
Yeah. It's just a J. 2 mana, kill a J.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll take it. Next up is Lich's Chantmaster, the Perfect Matrix. It essentially costs 4 mana if you're playing Lich. Remove target Resonator from the game, look at that opponent's hand and choose a card that shares a color with it, and remove that card as well.
It's powerful. It really is. Like, well, I know we already said this ad nauseum, but a lot of people talk crap on it, but it's actually really good.
Yeah. For what it is and what it does, I really like it because, it gets 2 cards out of your hand.
Yeah.
I mean, it's super strong. Next up is Freed from the Altar. 1 black and 1, Divinity 1, chant rune. You pay 1 less to play this from a rune area. Search your deck for a Darkness Resonator, put it in your hand, and you lose 400 life.
Good. Thanks.
I'll take 1 mana searches all day. Sure, I lose 4 life. I don't care. Because you usually go get an Astema and gain it back, and you don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic. And the final rune is a new one. The Invitation to Purgatory. It is 2 black, Divinity 3, chant/rune. You produce a red and a black. Free. Search your deck for a card and put it in your graveyard. And then if you control a card named Satan, God of the Fallen, in your removed area, search your deck for a card and put it in the graveyard as well. And then shuffle your deck. So with that, you get to go get 2 Satans on turn 1 if you get Energized.
Yep.
So you're like, cool, Invitation to Purgatory, make a red and a black, search for a card. While searching, he has a fun trigger that you get to put him in the remove zone. And then you get to search for another card because he's in the remove zone.
And then
awesome.
And then you get to do that then.
Yeah.
The second Satan.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty fantastic. I think it's going to be a really fun card to play around because it sets up a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Sets up your graveyard really hard to do because some wild stuff.
Especially if you can play Reanimate or whatever. You're just immediately grabbing your 2 big dudes and just putting them in the graveyard. Yeah, just turn 1, turn 2. It's cool.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, with that we'll go jump in the dudes. And one of the also new guys, Fallen Angel, the Fiery Vengeance, 1 darkness, 4/4. This guy is really good.
Yeah.
Treat darkness stones as you control fire stones. Darkness magic stones you control, tap, produce a red. Tap, banish this card, search your deck for Fallen Vengeance, reveal it and put it in your hand. So it replaces itself, pretty much. And then pay 200 life, remove this card from the graveyard from the game. Target J/Resonator gains minus 400 until end of turn.
Yeah. We highly undervalued this dude. Ridiculous. Or at least I did when this guy came out, or when I saw him. Because I didn't realize he hit a J on that -4 card. I was like, that's actually kind of busted. Because it's an ability you can use as long as he's in the graveyard. It doesn't matter if, there's one in play. You don't have to have one. It's from the graveyard.
And, you just pay 200 life and remove it, and done. That dude's smaller.
Cool.
It makes every combat tricky.
Yeah, you're just like, cool, kill that dude. Great, get him out of here.
And the fact that you can just tap him anytime, to sack him anytime, to put him in the graveyard anytime.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
To forcibly get the neg for it, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think he's a lot better than I gave him credit for.
It's ridiculous.
I finally got to use it. Hooray! My card I've always wanted to.
Yeah.
It's not really good, but I wanted to use it. Fleurety, it is 2 black for a 5/5. She enters, you choose a number. Your opponent reveals a card from their hand at random. If the revealed card's total cost is equal to the chosen number, they discard it. And the reason I use her is because she's a demon.
Yep.
And you need a demon for the chant rune. So, 2 mana. Hopefully you get a card from their hand. If you don't, so what? So be it.
You get to see their hand. And next time when you throw her back from the graveyard or whatever, you know what's in their hand and ask for it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, next one, of course, Contract Demon. 2 darkness, 6/6. Enter. You lose 400 life, draw a card. That's not a May. You just have to do that. Rune 2. So if you have 2 darkness runes, this card gains +2/+2. So it's an 8/8. And you're going to, while you see your runes, you're going to be doing that real quick.
Yeah, you get them really, really fast.
Oh, yeah.
Next up is Nyarlathotep, the Return of Chaos. 2 red for a 5/5 Cthulhu Wanderer. You may play this card from your removed area. You may pay 1 more to play this card from your removed area. So it costs 3 from remove. You can tap, remove this card from the game, draw a card. Or you can pay 2 red, remove this card from the graveyard from the game, banish a fire magic stone, destroy target resonator. So if you got to watch our brawls, you got to see me do this with one of our darkness stones, because the little angel makes your stuff a fire stone.
Yeah.
So you're like, cool, shoot that dude off, thanks. And then where's another card that this is mainly in there for, because this is just free fuel for that card. And we'll get to her.
For sure.
Next up is our boy Lich, the Resurrected Cleric. So the human version of our girl, you know.
Yeah.
So 2 black and 1 for a 7/7 human with Bane. So already good.
That's, yeah.
Enter, you choose Harvest or Corrupt. If you choose Harvest, put a Resonator from your graveyard into your hand. If you choose Corrupt, your opponent discards a card.
Seems good.
Yeah, awesome. As long as your ruler is Lich, this card gains the following text of when this card's put in the graveyard, choose Harvest or Corrupt, do that ability again.
It's just so powerful. It's ridiculous. Because it has Bane. So that's what makes it, like, it's just a defense force for sure. And then the Harvest ability, it dies, and then it goes on the trigger, so therefore you can put it back in your hand.
Yeah.
And replay it again, make them discard a card, and then you're just like looping him over and over.
Yeah, and he's just a 7/7 for 3, like he said with Bane, and that just already makes decisions difficult.
Yeah.
Because you're like, cool, I can block with a 9/9, but I'm going to lose it.
Yeah.
Great.
It's ridiculous. The next one is a fun card that I always wanted to play. Rachel, Nephilim Contract Maker. 1 darkness, 2, 7/8. Tap, remove another Resonator you control from the game. Put target Resonator from the graveyard in the field. Play this ability only once per turn. Or only on your turn. And what he's talking about is Nyarlathotep, the Nyarlathotep. So sack, remove, destroy something, or return something.
Yeah, and then you can play the Nyarlathotep, so you don't actually lose any value. You just keep playing it.
Yeah.
And you're like, cool, get dudes back for free.
Oh yeah. And of course my baby girl, my waifu. Astema, we just talked about her. She's amazing. 2 darkness, 1, 7/6 flying. Enter. Opponent loses 500 if there are 3 more runes revealed, which there will be. You gain 500 life. You can pay 400 life, draw a card, only once per turn, or only on your turn. No, only once per turn and on your turn. And the same thing for the next one. Pay 1,000 life, your opponent loses 500. Done.
The card's too good.
It ends games real good.
Yeah, if they're at 10 life, like, essentially this card lets you play to 10 life. You just get them down to 10 and then you play 1. And you're like, cool, play 1, you take 5.
Yeah. I'll pay the life that I just gained and you're dead, and thank you very much.
Yeah, card is insanity. It's so strong.
Yeah, extremely. Alright, the next one is, of course, Kaim, right?
Mm-hmm.
Demon of Vice. 2 red and 2. 10/10. When this card enters the field, recover target Resonator with total cost 2 or less from your opponents. Gain control of it, and gain swiftness until end of turn. Whenever a Resonator you control attacks, deals 200 damage to a target opponent, which is pretty amazing. Pay 1 red, banish a Resonator. This card gains swiftness until end of turn. So you still a dude, you swing it, they take 2, and then if you want, you can kill their own dude, just for laughs.
Yeah. If you don't have a little demon, this is another one that you can play to have the demon so you can play the chant rune.
Yeah.
That's mainly why she's there. Not the best card, but it is what it is.
All right. Of course, the next huge dude,
Yeah.
Diabolos, Sealed God of Madness. 2 darkness, 3, 12, 10. Enter. Choose a resonator at random, then destroy all other resonators. You can pay 600 life on while this is on the stack, and gain eternal until end of turn. Not the card, but the enter trigger.
Yeah. So you need a board wipe, and you want to shoot the dice and see what happens. You play him. I mean, he's cool.
Why not?
He's just a dangerous card to play.
Yeah. If you've ever played like, I don't know, Hearthstone, where you play Brawl, the warrior card, and it shuffles all the dudes. It's basically like that, but at least you know you have one dude.
Yeah, you'll get to keep him as long as you pay the 6 life.
Yeah.
So it's worth it, but in the same regard, if you hit your dude, you're just like, man, I just paid 6 life for no reason. But
Exactly.
I mean, it is what it is.
Still works.
The final big main dude of the deck is Satan, God of the Fallen. Bear with me, this dude is a mountain of text.
Yes.
So he is a red, black, and 3 for a 14/14. He is a high god. While searching your deck, you can pay a red or a black and remove him from the game with a fallen counter on him. Okay?
That's where the whole thing happens.
We're going to switch down to the bottom real quick. As long as he is removed from the game, he gains the 2 following texts. You can play him for any time you can play him, like normal cost. Like you pay 5, you can play him. Yeah. Then he comes into play. If you do, he enters the field with X fallen counters, where X is equal to the number of fallen counters that were on him while he was removed. Or, whenever an effect you control or cost causes you to lose life, if this card is in your removed area, put a fallen counter on this card. So essentially, you put him in the remove zone, and then you pay a lot of life, and he gets more counters. His enter trigger, you choose one. If you have 10 or more fallen counters, you choose both. First one, your opponent banishes a resonator. Repeat this process until the combined total of resonators banished this way is equal to or greater than the number of fallen counters on this card. Or put any number of resonators whose combined total cost equal or less than the number of fallen counters on this card from the graveyard to the field. So essentially, comes into play, you choose one or the other. You either get dudes equal to or less than from your graveyard to play, or you kill dudes greater than. I don't really see what's wrong with that late game.
Yeah.
Because you're going to play this dude like turn 5 or turn 6, and he's going to do something for you. Regardless of what it is, he's going to either be a threat just to be like, hey, you have to answer this.
Yeah, 14/14 things.
Or he's always going to be there. Like, he's just a looming threat that they have to know is coming. So they have to either deal with it whether they lose dudes or you get dudes.
Because by turn 1 or 2, you want to cast that card to put him in there so you can start paying life and such. Which you do quite a bit with all of your dudes. So yeah, of course, that brings to us the spells. March of the Dead. 1 darkness. Put target resonator with total cost 2 or less from the graveyard in the field. Put up 1 second target, total cost 2 or less if it was awakened, and you pay 2 more darkness. So 3, you get 2 dudes. And to be able to do 2 Fleureties and like destroy their hand real quick, it was not fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun just getting back Fleurety for free, or for 1 minute. You're just like, cool, get this back. Cool.
Oh yeah. Now, one of the most powerful cards they printed recently. Athenia's Love. 1 darkness, 1. It's a chant rune. Quick cast. That's what makes it best. If you have Athena, you pay 1 less for it, but we do not. But choose Harvest or Corrupt. If you choose Harvest, entities you control gain Eternal until your turn.
Solid.
Okay, thanks. All entities. And if you choose Corrupt, your opponent banishes a resonator.
So you know how we liked Flourishing Hope?
Yeah.
This is Flourishing Hope.
Just in one little smaller
package. In one color.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's not as strong, kind of. I mean, it is, but it's not. Because it gives all your dudes Eternal, not just 1.
Yeah.
But they only sack 1 dude. So.
And your entities, too, so they try to just kill additions or whatever.
Yeah, card's insane. Yeah, it really is just
really
ridiculous. But next up is Command to Life and Death.
Yeah.
Black and 1, return a 3-drop from your graveyard to field. I mean, so it literally gets your entire deck minus the big drops, the big 4 drops.
Right.
That's it.
And the next one is Life Severing Blade. It's 1 darkness, 2 and 2 quick cast. Destroy target resonator, but if resonator you control dies this turn, it costs 2 less. So you're a fallen angel. You can sack it anytime you want to kill a dude.
Yeah, it's pretty cheeky.
Yeah, it's good. It's so good.
And the final card of the main deck we got is Runes of the Rain runes. So Runes of Never-Ending Rain runes. 2 black and 2 edition. Non-darkness resonators get -2/-2, and darkness resonators get +2/+2.
Yeah, good enough.
We're playing pretty much mono black, so why not make your 2-drop Contract Demon a 10/10 instead of an 8/8?
Yeah, it helps out quite a bit.
Yeah, it's pretty silly.
And the fact that it makes the other dude smaller too to make it even worse, it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah. Good luck with your combat math there, buddy.
Yeah, don't underestimate this edition for sure.
Yeah. The stones are pretty simple. I have 6 Darkness Magic Stones, and then I have 4 Mold Magic Stones, because until it rotates, the card's just too good.
Just good. Yeah.
It really is. Because it produces a black, and then you can produce a red, take 2. It does not count as a trigger for Satan, I don't believe, so it's kind of sad, because it's deal damage, not lose life. But it is what it is. Or if you have null, you can banish this and produce a red and a black. I've never actually had that happen, so don't really worry about it.
Yeah.
But mostly when this rotates out, you're just going to change it into some more Darkness Magic Stones, because you get red-black.
You get the Fallen
Little Angel.
Yeah.
But that is the full deck. It is super fun to play. And you just pump out that Satan early in the remove zone and just let him sit there.
Yeah.
And just show off and be like, hey, you want to do some things? We're going to do some things in a little bit. But overall, I greatly enjoyed playing this deck. So if you want to see the deck list, it'll be down below. Go ahead and check that out, and we will see y'all again next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Also, guys, I just remind y'all to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and if you want to keep up to date on all our future content, make sure you click that bell. It'll give you all the notifications you need.
With that, we'd like to go ahead and give a big thank you to all our fans that support us through the year, and especially our Patreon support people. We do like to give a shout out to our Mythic and Above supporters, and that would be Dwayne Higgs. Thank you very much. We love you.